We're learning Perek Hey, Halacha Tesvov, Hilchos Chametz U'Matzah. Rambam begins, Ein oisen sriken ametzuyorim bepesach. You don't make any designs on the matzah. Let's see below what it says. Ein oisen sriken ametzuyorim bepesach. This means different designs of animals, etc. Although they didn't say Aleph, Beis, Gimel on the matzahs. The Ramah used to write the first matzah that went in Aleph, then second, Beis, Gimel. The Isha, the one who does this, she wants to make sure it's nice, so therefore it takes too much time. The fikoch, we're afraid of that. The bakers, because they do it very, very quickly. I have a balabatim that do not know how to do that. Assume it. Even if it's just a stamp, right? You're not allowed to. Because we're afraid others will try to copy them, but they don't have a b'tfus, so they will do it with what? They will do it with hand. It'll take too long. The Magen Mishnah cites the Bryce in Sochim 37a. I once went into the house of the Nasi who was Rae Gann Family. And they brought before me these matzahs which had designs in them. So I said to them, didn't your father say that you don't make these srikin? You don't make these designs in Pesach? So he says, it was only, is that everyone's? We're talking about from bakers. What did he mean to say? That bakers can do it and others cannot. Not the way it sounds initially that the bakers cannot do it. The Rif Paskins like the Lishna Basra, and the bakers, since they know how to do it quickly, they don't wait. Therefore, it's okay, and that's what the Goinim Paskin also. The Rambam says that according to the Achtoimim, the bakers can do it because they know how to do it, like the Rif, the Goinim. Srikin. What does Srikin mean? Rae Gann says these are types of cakes that are matzahs, and they're called on the name that they're scratched into them. In other words, there's a vessel, like today you would call it a cookie cutter, or something that they make a design. And any type of garment which has designs on it is also called srikin, like in Chagiga. They said that they went out with Menachem without Bezdin, 80 Talmidim that were wearing garments that had in them designs of gold. I guess that's where Bekishes come from, even if you have a special vessel to make it, like a cookie designer, Mishnah says there's a Gemara. We believe that it's also, maybe others will do likewise. And he brings B'Shem of Yitzchak and Geyes and Goinim Shesrikim and Tziyorim. It means a pas which is made from a form of bird, has on it birds, or fish, or other animals. The meaning was to put these designs on the matzahs, and therefore he says, how are you allowed to do it? Even if they do it with a tefus, we just said it's also. The answer is that the dough, if you don't make holes in it, it'll cause it to blow up. And therefore they did it because they put in holes with the design. In other words, the design was basically there to create holes so they won't blow up. And he continues that still you shouldn't make a small design because you wait with many intricacies in it, because till you make it, it takes a long time. He says, furthermore, there was someone bring a raya to the minig of making it shiur from the Gemara. That they didn't forbid for Nachtoimim to make a design because they have these tfusim, these special cookie cutters. And our meaning is to do it with a big brush, meaning a big something that will in one stamp do it, and it comes quickly, and it looks like it's printed. And therefore, you can do it because that's like doing it for a baker. Or Rahama only said it's forbidden, and it takes time. But Sriko, which is just a small item, or where you have a big press, you imprint it, then the Agoinim said that would be okay. The Torah says you don't make this in the matzahs any designs because they used to put in animals and birds, but what we do with a masrek, in other words, you're making it to make sure that it doesn't cause that, so that it doesn't blow up, then you do so. But it's better not to leave it a long time and not to work hard at making the design. Hilchos writes that they only forbid balabatim. They know how to do it quickly. But bakers, they can do it. I mean, Yonis says that bakers are mutter even without a tfus. Balabatim also even if they have a tfus. And the Rambam writes, and the Rosh says, and so writes the Rambam. And the Torah writes, but my father, the Rosh says, that's also even for bakers. Hagos Maimonides, the Kolboy cite that the Ritzvor Paskin, like Rabbi Yossi, that if you make it, Sriga means thick, thin matzahs. Then you don't have to worry about hummus. Because you won't weigh, it's just making thin, and therefore that's why the people make signs in it because they're making it thin, and therefore there's no problem. The Orchos Chaim cites the name of the law that you make a hole in the matzah through a rolling, what we call to get today a what? Huh? A redler. It rolls and it makes holes. Shulchan Paskins. You should not make these designs in the matzahs, whether it's pictures of birds or animals. And the Mishnah Berurah says because he's going to take his time. And even if he wants to do the shiur with a imprint, he doesn't wait. It doesn't take any time at all. It's forbidden because Acham didn't want other people who wouldn't realize it to keep on doing it on their own. And there's no difference between that of Balabatim and Achtoimim, even though that the bakers are used to doing it, and they obviously take less time for them to do it. He adds further, even if the matzahs are thin, still you can't do it. The Taz and Abach and Mosdos said you shouldn't do it mitzuya. The Machaber continues that to do it in order that it should not blow up like Rabbeinu Menoyach, you can do so. And then also what we make holes in matzahs is mutter, but it's still you should rush to do it. And the Mishnah Berurah says, "B'diavad, if they did it, you can eat it. If they didn't wait too long, you yotzich achilas matzah." Like in the Gemara Psachim 37a, that you can use matzahs that are sweet, made from good flour and other types of flour, and misrikin, which those that have their imprints or designs on them on Pesach.